I'll be winning, yeah. Showing him who a monster is.
The Beckham ball against the monster, the match made in heaven.
They called him the mini Mike Tyson, short, stocky, and built like a wrecking ball.
Perfect again.
They say he might be the one to end Naoya Inoue's reign. But Nick Ball wasn't made for the spotlight. No Olympic pedigree, no promotional push, just a kid from Liverpool, overlooked, underestimated, and violent. What he lacked in height, he delivered in havoc. This is the rise of Nick Ball. Welcome back to Fight Story.
He's an altar boy, a short altar boy, you know. I don't think there's too many guys that he's going to be taller than, but it don't matter. He fights big.
I was in work plastering with him, and I just said that it shouldn't be here.
Nick Ball wasn't born into a legacy of boxing. He had to earn everything through sheer force of will.
Plastering walls to plastering opponents.
Yeah.
He grew up in Kirkby, Liverpool, starting with Thai boxing before eventually finding his way into the traditional ring. With only 25 amateur bouts, there were no national titles, no standout medals, just hard fights in unforgiving places.
What drives you on then?
I want to be the best and be a world champion, yeah.
But there was one fighter who left an impression on him early.
I watch a bit of Mike Tyson, study quite a lot of him, like his style and that.
Nick Ball turned professional in 2017 at just 20 years old. There was no media attention, no buzz, just a quiet debut in a small hall and a decision to keep showing up.
All right, excellent. Paul, let's bring you in, man. From a trainer's perspective, how do you rate the performance?
Very solid, professional. It's what we want, you know.
Over the next few years, he fought wherever he could. Small venues, late notice. These weren't the kinds of fights you took to build a brand. They were taken to survive.
There you go. Listen, he's a man of few words, but he does the business in the ring.
By 2020, Ball had 11 wins and had earned a contract with Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions. That changed the opportunities, but not the approach. Ball's style remained the same. Relentless, disciplined, and unforgiving.
Nick's been consistent putting in them performances in
Fight by fight, the competition improved and the spotlight grew. But the outcome never changed.
Ball dominant and the wide scoreline of the referee.
Yeah, the only pressure you want to be worrying about is what I'm bringing.
The only thing you need to worry about me landing a big right hand, then your jaw putting to sleep.
Nick Ball faced his first real test under the bright lights on the undercard of Tyson Fury versus Dillian White. Across from him stood Isaac Lowe, a former English and WBC international champion. In the build-up, Lowe dismissed Ball completely.
None of that matters though, really, does it? You're just not speaking, but this is the difference. You come to speak, I've come to fight, like.
But when the bell rang, Ball came out like a man possessed. By round 2, a thunderous left hook crashed through and Lowe hit the canvas.
Getting out between that glove. You see the right hand.
Time out. Oh, uppercut comes in. Left hand from Ball.
By round 6, it was over. Ball trapped him on the ropes and let his hands fly.
And with his back turned and in that neutral corner,
Nick Ball didn't just pass the test, he announced himself to the world.
it will be for the WBC Silver Featherweight Championship.
Next up was Nathaniel Kakalolo, a late replacement with height, reach, and nothing to lose.
He's small in stature, Nick Ball. Don't let that fool you.
From the opening bell, Kakalolo tried to use that reach.
He's going to somehow close back up, maybe draw the lead.
Long jabs, lateral movement, spoiling tactics. Ball had to find a way inside, and it took time.
That's the best punch so far from Nick Ball.
But round by round, the pressure broke through.
And again, right-hand the finishing shot there. Nick Ball starting to break him down, starting to get nearer to.
And by round 12, it was over. Ball pinned him to the ropes and let his hands go.
He's got the stoppage.
And Nick Ball kept marching forward. It wasn't clean, it wasn't pretty, but it was a stoppage and another step forward. Next came Jesus Ramirez Rubio, a Mexican southpaw, tough, unknown and willing.
An opponent out of there.
From the opening bell, Ball pressed forward, head low, gloves tight, throwing with bad intentions.
Maurizio Lara. Oh, quick beat in, delivers that left up there,
And then it came.
and he's inviting balls coming to have another go. Oh, it's all over, John. That's it.
Not just a knockout, but a complete dismantling.
Perfect again from Nick.
His third straight stoppage, and with it, the noise around Nick Ball started to grow.
Listen, after all is said and done, there's going to be one champion, and that's going to be me. Just know that.
This was a step up. Isaac Dogbo, a former world champion, came with experience and credibility. For Ball, this was the most dangerous opponent of his career.
Winner fights for the world title. Two men who look to come forward and meet their opponent head on.
From the opening bell, Ball took control, applying steady pressure, high output, and constant forward motion.
Being taken on the arms and the gloves.
In round two, Dogbo landed a sharp shot that briefly stunned Ball.
Both of them are loading. Good shot by Dogbe. Ball's legs were wobbled.
But Ball didn't back off.
He really whips it in. Good. Keeping that guard high till he break down. Isaac Dogbe in there. Bullies him into the corner. Shows his strength.
By round four, they came together in a tangle, and Dogbo went down. It was ruled a knockdown, though the replay raised questions. Still, the tone was set.
Body work from Ball and then a good shot to the head. 30 seconds to go in the eighth. And Ball continues to land those uppercuts at will. Ball. Just maintaining that gap again. Lovely stuff.
By the final bell, there was no doubt.
And still, WBC Silver Featherweight Champion.
Ball had defeated a former world champion and put himself firmly in the title picture.
He's just become the mandatory for the title, for the full title.
Respect all fighters you get in the ring, yeah, and he's world champion, and so he is number one for now, but come Friday night, that's going to change.
This was the moment Nick Ball had worked toward, his first world title shot, the WBC belt. Across from him stood Ray Vargas, a two-division world champion, tall, rangy, and awkward, and the size difference was obvious.
How's this fight going to go?
A dominant performance by Nick Ball, brutal, yeah.
From the opening bell, Vargas used every advantage, footwork, reach, and control. And for a while, it worked.
On his feet, went to move. Again, I'm impressed with it. One more there. He backs Vargas on the rope doors.
But in round 8, Ball found his moment. A clean left hand dropped the champion.
Next time. I will say my bags is enough because one ball and span him and
5, 6. Ball looking to set him up for an attack. He looks at first is.
1, 2. 2 knockdowns on foreign soil in a world title fight. Ball appeared to have done enough.
Does Liverpool have a new world champion?
But when the final scores were read, the belt stayed where it was, a draw.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, isn't it? But that's just the way it is.
Many believed Ball had earned it, but the lesson was clear. Never leave it in the judge's hands.
Bit frustrated, yeah. Feel like I should be world champion now. Well, I should be, but that's not the case.
I'm not a guy who back down from a challenge. I try to bully the bully.
And Nick, how do you win this fight?
However I want.
3 months later, Ball got another shot, this time at the WBA world title. His opponent was Raymond Ford, young, undefeated, a slick southpaw with matchroom backing. Ford had claimed the belt from Otabek Kolmatov in the final seconds of a fight he was losing. Now it was Ball's turn, and this time he wasn't leaving anything to chance.
Go. How does it end? Nick Ball versus Ray Ford, the WBA Featherweight Championship of the world.
Yeah, Nick Ball win. Yeah, 100%. Any means necessary.
From the opening round, Ball brought pressure. After years of being overlooked, after a title shot that slipped through the cracks, Nick Ball was finally a world champion.
Nick Ball, world champion. How does that feel?
Sounds good, yeah. Feels great, yeah. Should be unified, but you know, I'm the champ now, so I deserve it.
And Nick's a proper world champion. Nick's not a
Nick hasn't got a Mickey Mouse belt.
Always wanted to test myself. In my eyes, Nick Ball is one of the best fighters at 126. So I want to test myself. I want to see where I stand.
Next came the homecoming. Nick Ball returned to Liverpool to defend his WBA featherweight title for the first time.
Just glad to be back more than anything, fighting in my home city. You know, this is where it all started. And
Across the ring stood Ronnie Rios, a veteran, experienced, and fighting for his third shot at a world title.
The raised puncher's gloves favoured by Ball.
From the opening bell, Ball set the tone. Relentless pressure, controlled aggression.
There it is there, look, right on cue, and again, whips a couple in, and they're getting through.
He's not rushing his work.
Will only work at his own pace, but look at the confidence. He keeps switching from orthodox to southpaw, and look at this.
By round 3, a sustained barrage sent Rios to the canvas.
Oh, fantastic. Almost out of this world.
Certainly world class. Rios brings to his...
As the fight wore on, Ball never let up.
Fighting like this.
How much can he keep taking though, Paul? This is the big question. Again on the receiving end. Ball.
In round 10, a powerful combination drove Rios through the ropes.
Pouring on the pressure. Rios is out of the ring. Will Bob Williams giving the time to get back in. He crawls under the bottom rope. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. His will to keep beyond words. And the towel is coming.
The towel's in.
It's all over. And Nicky Ball has retained his world title here in Liverpool.
Nick Ball had made his first defense, and in front of his home crowd, he didn't just win. He made it clear he belonged at the top.
Just take a look around at all these fans that have come here to see you. How does that make you feel?
can't really explain it, to be honest. Special feeling, and I want to thank every single one of them who's come out to support me and bought tickets.
Now they're talking about him and Inoue next. What a great fight. That's a dangerous fight for Ball.
By 2025, Ball was being talked about as the man to stop Naoya Inoue's reign. The smallest fighter in the division had become one of the most dangerous, and the comparisons were creeping in.
I'll be winning, yeah. Showing them who a monster is.
Just 6 months earlier, TJ Doheny had gone 7 rounds with Inoue before his corner pulled him out, sidelined by a back injury.
I feel like he quit. Like I said, I'm not going to go back on that. He got hit with a body shot and went down, said something about his back, whatever. Yeah, so to me, that's quitting.
Now it was Ball's turn. Not just to defend his title, but to make a statement of his own. Doheny didn't shy away from the spotlight.
Yeah, you don't worry about my back. You worry about being sparked out like a starfish on the canvas in front of your home crowd.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck is right. All you do is lunge in and get over.
Nick Ball is ready for the second defence of his WBA featherweight title in his home city of Liverpool.
From the opening bell, Ball met him with pressure.
When they're in there with Nick Ball, don't let the size give you any kind of false.
Low stance, high tempo, no hesitation.
He's in there with a short left. He was just like undercard at Wembley, and since then he's been on.
At the end of round 1, frustration boiled over. The tone was set.
Yeah, he's just holding on to him a little bit too long there. That's why. Ball, yeah, oh, that's naughty.
Doheny had moments, sharp counters, smart movement, but the pressure never stopped.
You know, against a very cagey opponent, no, that's better for me. Going to work again here with Doheny in the corner. Down again. And for me, yes, Nick Ball's got to raise the tempo, which is what he's trying to do right now, and the crowd responding to that when he throws the challenger.
Good work from Ball at the end of the round there. There's that lead left.
By the championship rounds, the momentum was one-sided.
He can do different things tonight, but he's done it really well.
Yeah, he has
and he's
indeed.
starting to get the success again here in the 9. Doheny says, I'm not done yet. Ball comes back again, chasing the corner to Doheny. And there's very little coming back, and Nick Ball can sense the finish, and Michael Alexander's right there.
And before the bell could ring for round 11, Doheny's corner had seen enough.
Called it off. Michael Alexander confirms it.
No debate, no scorecards, just a retirement on the stool. Nick Ball had stopped a former world champion on home soil. The same man who had once stood across from Naoya Inoue. And in that moment, the whispers turned into something else.
The Beckham Ball against the monster. You know, it's just a match made in heaven. So we would love that match this year.
You'd think he was an altar boy, a short altar boy. You know, I don't think there's too many guys that he's going to be taller than, but it don't matter. He fights big. You almost have to hurt Ball to have the upper hand.